Welcome back to CountryLine TV. Paul Ogletree here with you in the studio in Nashville, and we have Austin Snell in the house. What's going
up,
on, man?
Not a whole lot, man. Just enjoying this good weather we're finally getting.
Yeah. We're having ourselves a little false fall here
I think
in
it's
Nashville.
just teasing us, though. I think it's gonna get hot again before it gets.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
It's
Yeah,
cold.
I mean, it's funny. We're like, oh, it's so nice. We're both still in short sleeves, right? Like we're both it's still summertime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the false fall. We got below 90 today for the first time in like 4 months, 3 months, something like that.
And no rain either. It's been raining all year too.
I know, yeah. So here we are. But yeah, we're in the studio. And you, speaking of which, this summer, you had a big summer. You just released your most recent EP, Home Sweet Hell.
That's right, yeah.
And it's 7 songs. And okay, so let's go through the title, right? Home Sweet Hell. How did this, take me through this, Austin. Take me through
so the
this.
title kind of came last minute. We knew we were going to do an EP this year. But a really good friend of mine, her name's Nicolette, and she's also an artist herself. But we write a ton together. And we were writing late last year, and one of the lines that we wrote in the song was called Home Sweet Hell. And we took it out of the song because I told her, I was like, we got to write that song because it's a song in itself. And our publishing company, we take a company retreat every year. So we were in the Dominican this year in January. And she was there, and we got to talking about the song and this and that. And we were like, we got to write this song in like a really, really dingy like hotel, motel vibe. And most rights, like I'm sure you know, most rights in Nashville, like in a big building like this, and it's like very corporate. And so we wanted to get into like a really dingy space, and so we booked a right in a Motel 6 in Nashville.
Oh my God!
And wrote that song at like I think we finished it at like 3 a.m. And we were just smoking cigarettes and drinking vodka, and we wrote the song. So that's kind of what started it, and we wrote the song, and it felt super special. And I wanted the EP to be kind of around more of my story growing up, just because, we've written a lot, and I feel like people still have a lot to learn about me and my past and how I grew up and how I was raised. And so that's kind of what the whole gist of the EP is.
Yeah, it's kind of an ode to you being from Georgia, time in the Air Force, time in Nashville, the whole kind of life story from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, there's, I'm sure you're the same way. There's bad parts about where you grew up, and there's good parts. And so, you got to tell that story, and I'm trying to tell that story. And I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm proud of where I came from too, and it's not all bad. Obviously, Home Sweet Hell is a very deep story, and kind of digs into some, childhood, memories and traumas and stuff. But I grew up in a very nice small town, and I'm super proud of that. So I still grew up in the whole cliche country twang thing, and there's songs like that on the EP too. So I'm just trying to tell the whole story.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. That's the whole point of songwriting. They always say like your first EP, your first album is kind of this is you, right? Mm-hmm. You can grow the craft, you can figure out, get different influences, but the first one is kind of not necessarily that it defines your career or your sound, but it's normally the youngest, the most honest time in your kind of musical career from there.
Yep.
And then you're going to tour on this. You're going to go out and start playing these songs for the fans.
This will be, I think, my third headline tour. We started out with the Muddy Water Rockstar tour, and then we did the Still Bleeding tour last year. So this is the third one, and this is my favorite time of the year. We play a lot of big festivals throughout the year. We did Stagecoach this year. And it's cool to dial back, and even if you're playing for less people, playing for the folks that buy your tickets and they're coming to support your music is always super sick. So we're all fired up for it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I feel like it's one of those deals where, like you're saying, you've done the festival circuit, you've done kind of a couple of tours, and now it's like you got the EP,
for sure.
You got your sound, you're out there, and this probably is one of the most exciting times because you know exactly what you're going to do.
And we're bringing good friends of mine out too. We got Fox and Veed coming out. They were out with us last year. And a friend of mine, Brandon Wisham's coming out with us too. So those two are just super talented, and they're great people. So it's gonna be a rock show for sure.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I meant to mention this, but the folks who produced your album also produced Brantley Gilbert and Jelly Roll.
That's right.
So it's kind of that country rock, that kind of alternative.
Yeah, man.
That
high
kind
energy, and the show's the same way too. I mean, I love playing live shows, and I didn't ever think I would because I didn't ever, really see myself playing shows. I moved to town and thought I was just going to be a songwriter. And that's kind of just where I've gotten, that's what I fell in love with first is songwriting. And so I didn't really know how to play a live show when I moved here. I played my first one at Whiskey Jam when I moved here. That was the first time I ever played live for anybody.
Really?
And so, I've had to learn a lot about playing live, and you have to bring energy. So that's what we try to do.
Yeah, it's funny. The kind of Whiskey Jam pipeline is still
Yeah.
alive and well in Nashville,
sure.
and it's crazy how much that brand has grown.
Absolutely.
And they still have the birthday party shut down the street and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool to see that. You were like, I just want to be a songwriter, and then got into it, and snowball started happening.
Yeah. One thing leads to another, always. Yeah.
Well, what was it? When did you wake up and you're like, I guess I could be a rock star as well? What did it was just kind of just happen?
Kind of just like it fell in my lap a little bit, honestly. I moved to town, and I wasn't in town very long before I signed my publishing deal and signed my record deal. I think it was 6 months.
Wow.
So I moved to town in 2022 in May and signed my record deal in, I think it was December, January of the same year. I wrote a song called Excuse the Mess, and like I did what I did with any other song. I just posted it on TikTok because that's how people are doing it these days.
Mm-hmm.
And it just did what it did. It went viral, and I felt like it was something different. So I decided to cut it and put it out, and it just kind of led to where we are now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't regret any of it. I'm super blessed to be where I'm at, and super, excited to do this. I fell in love with playing live shows. So
yeah, it's funny you mentioned as far as like social media, as far as the Whiskey Jam thing goes, that seems to be kind of the pipeline sometimes, as put this out there, see how it does. It's kind of TikTok is, and social media in general is kind of, it's not that it's low risk, but it's kind of, I'm gonna put this out there, and the worst that can happen is it goes viral, or people hate it and I don't do it again.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
It's kind of an easy test market.
I genuinely think that, and so many people talk so bad about social media and how it's playing in today's music, but also for a songwriter or an artist that has nothing going on, it's never been easier for them to get their music out into the world. And I think it's a blessing. It's a good tool to use if you use it for a tool.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? If you were using it for a tool, it's great. If you were just using it to try and get overnight famous, then it is what it is.
Social media is my day job. Being a songwriter,
that's
like 20% of it. So
that's what every artist we talk to, they're like, if I could change one thing about it, it's like I would not want to do social media every day. I would love to do just songwriting every day, but it's a necessary thing because this is the easiest way.
I've grown to kind of love it in a way. It's just a good way to reach fans and like interact with people, and it's just like a one-to-one thing.
All right, other off-the-cuff questions for you. We mentioned your kind of influence, who you're modeling the game after. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of country music? Who's on that top 4 slot? No right answer, wrong answer.
As far as just best of all time, or what?
It could be. It's a tough question. It could be all 80s, all 90s, all male, all female.
I'd definitely put Alan Jackson up there.
Sure.
I would go Keith Whitley.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Eric Church, and then probably put. The last one's always on.
I know.
I would either go Nirvana or I would go Three Doors Down.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, I get it. That's good. It's funny. Anytime somebody mentions it, it's always like the first two. They're like, oh yeah, for sure. And then you get to the third one, they're like, well, and then you have that 4th slot.
Eric Church is just like one of the best songwriters of our generation.
Yeah.
So you got to put him up there.
Yeah. It's when you look at his whole catalog, if you look at writers, it's always he's on every single song. There's co-writes, there's collabs, all that, but he's on every single song that he's ever written, which is extremely rare in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Of today.
It is.
Okay. Another random off-the-cuff question for you. The people really want to know about this, Austin. Cornbread or biscuits?
I'm cornbread.
Team cornbread. Sweet cornbred or salty
cornbread?
Sweet cornbread. It's George boy right there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. I get it. Okay.
What are you?
I'm gonna go.
You're a biscuit guy, huh?
I'm gonna go biscuit guy because I feel like you could do biscuits with breakfast. I can't have sweet cornbread for breakfast.
I can't.
Like if you gave me a sausage patty, I'm not gonna put it on sweet cornbread and go about my day.
This morning, actually, I did.
I can't do it. I can't do it. This is the important questions we ask here at CountryLine. Okay,
I don't hate biscuits.
I don't hate sweet cornbread.
I love a good biscuit.
But if you give me 2 options, I'm going biscuits.
That's fine. I support it.
Biscuits goes with every meal. Sweet cornbread does go with every meal. All right, these are the things that go on in my head. So anyway, these are the important questions we ask here at CountryLine. Okay, and last question, Austin, where can people find you out there doing the TikTok dances on the interwebs?
No TikTok dances, but they can find me everywhere. They can find me TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Austin Snell Music.
All right, at Austin Snell Music. And you're out on tour around the South in Georgia and Savannah, Atlanta, all the above. So come out, support Austin, spin the new EP, buy it, share it, download it, all the above.
Come on.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Austin.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.